Nice. All right. Check. Yep, I know we're muted. I know we had this mic thing going, and then at the last second, Kyle's like, "We don't have the mic," and then for some reason, mine's not Reuben. So we're going back to stock standard.
Is that OBS or Studio?
No, this is just for some reason my YouTube there it is, wasn't catching up. Yeah, we're cruising. What just happened? Preparing stream. Excellent. Are we on? Oh, yeah. There's just something weird with my YouTube display isn't coming up.
Why don't you just put it on regular YouTube?
So this is.
No.
Well, I can't. I have to have this on.
Yeah, just open a new tab.
No, I don't need to have another YouTube. This is just showing an error, so I can't tell if it's working or not. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, all right, back. It is. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but you want me to open another YouTube, but why don't you just? Just tell me if it's running.
Look at the. But you want the chat, you know?
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice the chat wasn't working.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying. All right. Okay, let's start that again. Hold on. Ready? In 3, 2. No, just joking. All right, everybody. So, welcome to the Spick and Span Show. It's Wednesday. See, this is what happens when we throw a show on Wednesday. Here, put this back. We're not using these things.
Okay.
Throw those things back. Hopefully the audio is good. I can't tell because my studio section is not working, so we're gonna have to pull up another channel here, and that's why it's not signed in. It's weird. I signed into a different account on Gmail or on something a while ago, and then now every single time I sign into any Google-owned like creative, it like completely just changes. It's like completely like it says that I'm not signed into anything ever. So technology, man, it's a pain in the ass. Anyway, welcome to the Spick and Span Show. It is Tuesday, it's Wednesday, favorite day of the week. Second favorite day of the week.
I like having it on Wednesday.
I don't at all. See, I can barely even talk. Plus, it's hard because it's actually easy to a certain extent because Sloan gets out of school at 12:30. So like we're not rushing to like pick her up and then get back here. But Wednesdays work. The problem is with Wednesdays is I think we've done this the Wednesdays before. You can't do it on Wednesdays because we usually fly out to events on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Can't do it on Mondays because we're usually flying home from events on Mondays. So Tuesdays just happens to be the best day. Tightwad Tuesdays. And the only reason we're doing this is because the layout drops today. So yeah. Anyway, happy layout day. We have it queued up. We're going to do a little guns up breakdown and show you guys exactly what we think about the layout. Obviously, if you guys need a very in-depth, detailed like breakdown, full, the angles and game plans and all that, BKI does do a layout specifically for that. Also, we have calculated the Pate Smith Law move of the event for World Cup. There is one player that is going to be walking away with $5,000. But we're going to announce that maybe at the end of the show. Otherwise, we might do it Tuesday, right? Next Tuesday, after our practices.
Yeah.
Right before the event. Make someone rich right at the event. So we have all that information, and I do want to just quickly say big thanks, speaking of Pate Smith and Pate Smith Law, to all of our show sponsors, and everybody who's a subscriber, everybody who tunes in every single week, whether it's a Tuesday or a random Wednesday here and there. We really appreciate all of your support. Everybody here who has a special little emoji by their name. You guys are supporters of the channel, and you guys, are awesome. You guys keep the grease the wheels, and we're the wheels. We are two squeaky wheels. Big thank you to, again, Pate Smith from Pate Smith Law, navigating all of the intricacies of your insurance claims. I feel like every single day is like a bad weather day somewhere in the United States. And with that, or if you're like me, installing electrical at your house, if something burns down, crashes, bangs, breaks in your place, and you need to make an insurance claim, Pate Smith is your man. Then also we've got Junior and Gina from BFPGear.com. Obviously, big supporters of paintball. They sponsor both Dynasty and Paintball Fit. So if you're fans of two of the best teams in the world, a bunch of cool guys on both teams, then why not shop at BFPGear.com? I think it's kind of like that's the That's the big one.
Yeah.
That's easy. It's easy. And also he gives the question of the day is out there sponsored by BFPGear.com. So big thanks to Junior and Gina. And then also we got the boys up at Gen X Global. Oh, there's a jersey over there. Their pod bag. We got a pod bag up there. That thing I'm waiting till we have another San Diego practice so I can fill that thing up with pods. But big thanks to all the guys up there, really doing great stuff. Kind of innovating on that. The pods are the best, just hands down. So that's as good as it gets. Really, it's as simple as that. Best pods in the game. Mm-hmm. Also, if you guys break your pods, they've got the little lids, replacement lids. And also just kind of one little thing that's overlooked by some people. Some people don't care, but a lot of people should. Is they have the Eco One. There's like this green additive that they put into the plastics to make sure the plastics break down in landfills. That might not mean a lot to a lot of people, but living by the beach, that's a big thing, guys. Also, just in general, plastic is not the best invention that mankind has made. Obviously, it is very convenient and helpful, but it does not break down, and it's just everywhere. If you guys been to a third world country, like you remember in Bali, it's just like they're just like everything is just plastic bags everywhere. Mm-hmm. So big shout out to those guys for making the right steps to make sure that those pods break down in landfills or underneath the muck that is your paintball field that's not cleaned. So we are gearing up. We leave on Friday, which is 2 days, literally 2 days. We're gone for 10 of those days. Headed out to Tampa. So we'll be at I think there's a new name for the field, but it was formerly known as Tiki's. What's the new name for the old Tiki's? Anyway, we're going to Tiki's. The field's nice. I forgot what it's called. It's got a new name though, guys. And someone's going to put it here in the Thunder Valley, dude. That's a sick name. That's why I like Todd's Field, SC Village Lakeside. It's on Wildcat Canyon Road.
I know.
I'm like, that's tight. I would almost rename it to Wildcat Paintball.
Yeah, Wildcat is a good.
That's a great name.
That's a good paintball team name.
It is. Well, they have the Jungle Cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. But Wildcat's tight. Yeah. We should go back. We should have maybe.
I'm sure there is a Wildcats team.
There's got to be. It's inevitable. I mean, we're the Trash Pandas. I got Trash Pandas under my thing. They're kind of like, they're not quite cats, but like we're in that kind of varmin creature down there realm. But we should definitely get everybody on board and talk about. Just get the team name thing. We'll get like a big whiteboard. Yeah. I gotta unearth the whiteboards from when we moved, and we should go over.
That's what we could put in the center.
What?
Like in the
back
center?
here?
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, just kind of like right on the whiteboard.
Like,
just be like, okay, trash. But we'll put like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5.
Yeah.
And then just
maybe like the theme of the month.
Yeah.
And then
we'll get like 5 new team names.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. Yeah. Write that down. A couple other really big things and announcements. Again, we're gonna get to the layout here. We're gonna break it down. But I wanted to talk about really quickly Hall of Icons. We've got that going on Thursday. Tom had mentioned. Kyle, can you bring up the link and put the link to the tickets in there?
Yeah.
So if you guys are pro players right now and you're playing inside of the stadium, you need to get a ticket for the stadium. Okay. So just in case anybody was not aware, there was a big meeting the other day. Everybody who is entering the stadium needs to have a ticket. They put it on there. Good. Stadium takeover for NXL. If you are in the Tampa area and you were thinking maybe I was gonna like go get some grouper tacos, or I was gonna go maybe to the stadium, you should put the grouper tacos, put a pin in those things, and then get to the stadium instead, because we want to show up as big as we possibly can. If you guys are not in the area and you are not planning to go to the stadium whatsoever, make sure that you guys are tuned into YouTube Live the whole day, pretty much. All of the screens in your room should be tuned into YouTube Live. Let's try to blow this up as much as we possibly can. The fate of paintball, the fate of tournament paintball inside of stadiums may rest with your view. So let's just get everybody going here. Let's get everybody on that. and hopefully we can make this as big as possible. So yeah, just make sure you guys get a ticket. All pro players need to have a ticket. There were a handful of things that were explained during a pro team meeting there, and
protein meeting.
Protein meeting. So yeah, again, anyway, just everybody, they're gonna have all these little weird things. No knives in your bags, guys. Don't bring any knives into the field. The NXL was gonna bring our paint, so if you are a pit crew member, if you're one of those guys that sprints back and forth to get one case at a time, don't worry about it. NXL's got you. You can take a break, take a seat, take a break.
And those guys usually have knives on them too. So.
They always have knives,
so they gotta be. Careful.
They gotta be very careful. Yeah.
I can't get back in.
Okay.
Just leave your knife. I can't. It's my lucky knife.
It's my lucky knife. And so the schedule is also really packed. So for those of you guys who are watching at home, and if you're watching from the stadium,
Cloud X0 asks the time to start. And if you click on that link, a couple comments before your comment, it'll tell you all the information.
Yeah, paintball is all day, and this is actually what the next part I was going to talk about is the schedule is super packed. So games are going to start immediately after the previous game ends. So games are going to start within 1 minute. No handshakes, no 5 minutes. It's back-to-back games. They're going to be banging these things out. So it starts with the 3-man. I don't really know the schedule off the top of my head, but 7 p.m. Eastern is the main event. So that's 4 p.m. Pacific.
I think the 3-man starts in the morning.
Like 8 or 9 a.m. Yeah, I think there's like 8 a.m. games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really early games. The main event starts at 6:30 p.m. Eastern is when the Summit Awards. The Hall of Icons starts. So I think 5 or 6 p.m. is the Summit Awards. Maybe it goes for about 2 hours. The last 30 minutes, I will be inducting 7 new members to the Hall of Icons. Really excited about this. Gonna have to put a little hook out there. If there's anybody who, and I think Clint is gonna be my guy still.
Should forward me that.
What? This thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't on there. Yes, I think it was also in the group chat.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm trying to get photos of all the players. So I've got Tom Boyer on it right now. He's my go-to guy. But and I think Clint is. I've got my fingers crossed, Clint. If you're watching this, you are going to be the savior of all saviors. But I need someone to create the graphics that are going to go on the jumbotron. I got nobody. I've got no graphic people. I've got nobody. I don't know what to do.
Graphics for what?
The jumbotron I've got 7 inductees for the Hall of Icons, and they're like, "Do you have any graphics or logos?" I'm like, "Look, man, I'm a one-man show. Clint has done them in the past," and I talked to Clint. He's like, "I can't find pictures. Like Chuck Hench is in it, and I just can't seem to find many pictures." So I've got a nice write-up on everybody, but we want
these
jumbotrons.
Guys don't have like Facebooks or MySpace or LinkedIn or.
Well, they probably all had MySpace because of how long ago these guys played. It's almost inevitable.
I just would Google their name and then put paintball and then.
I did.
Oh, there's not.
There's not like you can't find like Chuck Hench. There's no picture of him playing paintball. Yeah, there are some pictures of him in old magazines. That's why my man. I don't know if you guys follow. It's Tutu Boy. I think is it what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's rad. His profile has all it's T22 Boy, and it's all old magazine pictures, and he just scans them in and like posts them. Awesome. It's rad, actually. I'm like really, really stoked on what he does. So, yeah. And also kind of bummer that there's no handshake. Handshake's very cool because you get to go out there and shake hands. Sometimes there's little fisticuffs at the end, like we need all the excitement that we can get out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, worst case scenario, maybe I'll just it's a jumbotron, so I got to put my picture up there somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, can I get up there on the jumbotron? Because I'm not playing in the 8th place seed where we're actually supposed to be. So let's get us on the jumbotron somehow.
What are they gonna have the game broadcasted on the jumbotron? So when you're playing,
it's really funny. Were you playing when that happened?
No.
So
I don't know where that happened.
It was in Kansas City. We had an event and then all the fields, the MPPL, all the fields were outside, and then the pro field was inside. and they had everything on a jumbotron, so there was like a 3-second delay or maybe like a 1-second delay. It was a slight delay,
though,
so you could look up, and if someone was running, you could come out and shoot him. It was so bad. Oliver is the smartest one. He figured it out right away.
Damn.
So, it was really good.
What movie is that from? What paintball movie where Chris Soy was like, I looked at the Raymond James.
I think it was. It wasn't Push. I think it was the one after Sunday Drivers.
Like Contract Killer or something?
No. It was one of the Pat Monkey with the Guns. I think.
Oh yeah.
I think it was a monkey in the gun.
Serial killers.
No, we wouldn't do Party in the USA. That's Houston Heat would do Party in the USA for sure. Let's see. Once your gear is at field level, it's going to stay there. There are going to be tents behind the pit. To get in the stadium, everybody needs a ticket and a wristband. There's going to be some sort of situation with the air, so bring extra tanks, I guess. But it's only 5 pods, so that's okay. I think it's like only filled to 3,000 or something. Or even if there is air at all. Something strange about the air. No backpacks, no coolers, no drinks, no food. NXL, if anybody from the NXL is watching this, I'm gonna have some sort of what do you call it? Picket.
Sign?
Not mutiny, but like what's the other one?
Strike.
I'm gonna strike if you guys don't have spring water for us, and you guys buy the cheap, disgusting.
Wait, you can't bring in water?
There's no water allowed inside the field. We have to drink their busted ass water. I'm gonna text them right now, otherwise I'm gonna forget the water situation. You can only bring your water. You gotta be kidding.
I like how it's like you can't bring anything but your gear bags, but it just says no knives. So like that's the only thing.
Guns you can bring.
C4 is fine.
C4. If you got some C4, bring it out there. Are we on the same flight? Because don't bring it over there with me either. We probably for sure just got flagged. Yeah.
Oh, that was a joke.
In this day and age. Speaking of this day and age, actually, I just need to take a small.
They might have spring water. Oh, you probably have to go to concessions. Like a third
floor. Yeah. You guys thirsty? There's a double XL lemonade for $18.
Imagine they have like all the concessions and the whole thing, and like there are people walking the stands, popcorn, everything.
Yeah. You guys thirsty down there?
$17.
I mean, are the NFL teams not allowed to bring their own water? Because I mean, there's got to be.
I'm sure there's
got to be something. There's something going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to be like, hey, look, guys, we're not bringing in booze, you guys. Yeah, hydrate wisely. We'll be there. Don't worry about it. We'll be there all day. Also, just for scheduling and whatnot, Dynasty will have a team signing on Friday and Saturday. We're gonna have a team signing Friday and Saturday. Oh, this is cool.
Oh, NECTRs.
There's a NECTR puck machine right here.
No, none of those. The other flavors.
Oh, they're up there in that cabinet. How great is this? Look at this. Uzi. Look at that.
Oh, what is it? It's like actual cleaner.
It's an actual cleaner. But it's like the logo.
Did somebody give this to you?
Yeah, Uzi did. It was Arski.
I was gonna smell it, but it's probably. This looks like
very. He got it at an estate
lots of
sale.
Chemicals.
Yeah, for sure. We should probably dump that out and then just use the thing.
Spick and Span is formulated with ingredients that soften water and remove dirt.
See, we need to get one of these. We need to make one of these things. I think James from Island Design is gonna help us out with this. We should make like little gift tote things like this, or like a can cover. You know, one of those little koozie covers. Yeah, and then it says like ingredients. You know.
Oh, I have a good idea.
Involved.
We should make a.
That's a great idea. You guys, what do you guys think? Dude,
can't give you the
I
best,
know who to talk
idea.
to about that.
Yeah.
Okay. We're into this. Nah. All right. See ya, dude. Oh, you're going to soccer? Come here.
Good luck.
Come here. You want to show everybody your soccer gear? We're now officially have graduated from that soccer tryouts or the soccer thing where you just go around and like kick the ball. We're actually like, we have a game this weekend, right?
Yeah, we're having a game.
What shirt are you wearing? Hey, let's go. Okay, I don't want to offend people by showing her this, but I want to shout out to Manchester Firm and Marky for hooking her up with this. And doesn't it say Greenspan on the back?
Sloan.
Oh, that says Sloan, number 5. She got a full gear set up from Marky from England. And it still fits her.
Spick and Span.
And she got 12 out of 10 on her spelling test last weekend. High five. When someone says high five, you gotta look for where the 5 is. Yeah, it's okay. All right. Okay.
All right, good luck.
Time to go.
Oh, and I'm also beating against someone's team.
You're playing against someone's team right now?
Yeah,
Yeah? Scrimmage?
No, we're playing against a real soccer team.
Okay.
Pro?
Okay.
Pro team?
Hey.
I hope we win.
I hope
You'll
you win
probably
too.
win.
Okay. Look where the
Kick some
ball's
butt.
look where the ball's gonna be.
Focus.
Yeah. Have fun. All of it. All of the above. Look at that. We're in
She's
competition.
like, don't come back unless you win.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Okay. There's a little bit of the emotions are flying high because I was just gone for 4 days and then I had to tell her today that I'm leaving for 10 days. She doesn't quite understand
She
exactly
does
what 10
seem like
days.
very like calm. And
Yeah. 'Cause she's gonna go have
focused,
some fun right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna go rip. So, anyway.
Have you, this one also is my favorite. I think.
Sweet mango?
New favorite, yeah.
So let's bring up the guns up here, and what we can do is I'm gonna put it over here on this one, and you're gonna take over the controls
Okay.
from here.
Can we switch with you?
No, you can just grab the.
Oh, yeah,
guys. I'm gonna be here playing karate.
Okay.
You know, and writing and taking notes.
Playing solitaire.
Playing solitaire. And then also at the end of the show, I want to run a couple. I've got 2 forces. I think I know which one I want to play with, but there's 4 custom forces that are left over that Ruckus from Ruckus Standardizing from Ruckus designed and did, and I'm gonna unbox one of them and use it for the next event, but I need help with you guys as to like which one I should be using.
Oh yeah, Nick Maludi said, anyone noticed Marcelo isn't missing from the damage roster? Didn't he say he wasn't going to this event, I think?
Oh, that must be it.
Yeah, I think he said he had to miss this one.
Yeah. But I like that. And then also at the end, we got to talk about the brackets. We're going to talk about all sorts of stuff. This is a fun show.
We should do our Legal Beagle betting.
I just don't have the bandwidth to be able to do that right now.
Yeah, it is. Today is a fun show, and the sun is setting later now, which is like the best part of the season.
Oh, dude, it's great. We get out of here and it's still light out. Like this
Yeah.
is it's a home run. We're having a good time here, guys. We're definitely having a good time here. Okay.
New show, also Paradise.
What does that mean?
That's a show.
Oh, is that good?
Really good.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, great. This thing just died.
And if you like pump it out in the next few days, maybe I'll wait for the second season's out. We could start that.
I'm into it.
At the event.
Can I download it? I'm gonna download it. Okay.
But it is on Hulu.
I've got Hulu.
Oh.
That's like one of the ones I pay for.
Yeah. You know what I really dislike though is the freaking ads on Hulu. Oh, they're painful.
I don't like ads on any of this stuff.
There's 4 sections through the whole show, like 4 ads, and they're like a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Loading layout. What's happening here?
Oh, it's just taking a little bit.
It just takes a long time?
Yeah. Okay. Especially when you don't ever look at it.
What do you mean?
Well, you don't really get on there.
No, I don't. What does that mean?
Like it,
Does
it's
it have
like
to...
new user.
Oh, really?
Yes. I don't know. Like, let's see how. Watch.
Does it happen quick on yours?
Yeah, because I use it often, I think.
What if I refresh?
I mean, it could just be a lot of people are using it. Yeah,
Could
see,
not
look.
load data from the server. Oh, you know why? I've done this before. You can't use Chrome. Or you can't use Safari. You gotta use Chrome.
Oh.
Do you use Chrome?
Yes.
Aha!
Yeah.
I figured it out. All right. Guns up. What's up with paintball people using Z's for S's? It's like a thing, like sports. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You know, I gotta show it to you after the show.
You gotta sign in?
I changed my yeah.
Every time?
Yeah.
I mean, I
do you need to get like
go? But I mean, I've done
here,
it.
you want me to?
Yeah, will you just do this? Here, I'm relinquishing controls to you. You can go ahead and do this. While you're doing that, while Kyle's is Marcel has a hang now. Can't play. While Kyle's doing this, I want to take a couple seconds here to talk about a couple things. First, we got Steven, the owner of Clatter Paintball, is coming on the show today. Thanks for the hat. He's going to come on after we do the little breakdown. He's going to give us some insight, talk about a couple of launches and things that he's got going on. Actually, beginning next week. Also, big shout out to James from Island Designs. Unfinished business. He's dropped a new line. Don't know exactly where you can get it. I did text him, and he might have texted me back, so I can try to figure that out for you. Right now, you can go to the Island Designs website, and he's creating an unfinished business. This is actually a nice sweatshirt. I'm actually very, very stoked on this. It's actually kind of cool too. It'd be sweet to like have the print shop there, so you can kind of like test every little thing. Are these shirts available online?
No, not yet. Because I didn't want to put these online and then
Sell out or something.
no, I'm then leave in a day and then
That's a smart move.
there's
and then not
10,
get shit.
yeah, and then people go, "Where's my stuff?"
Yeah,
Like,
they get pissed.
yeah.
And then also we've got a lot of things and a lot of cool little drop-ins and stuff going on. Did you try to keep me posted?
Well, you know, if I got secret layouts on there, I'm not trying to have you look at my secret layouts.
No, I'm not trying to look at your secret layouts.
I don't know what's going on here. Like,
how do you guys? How does login? Do you go click login? Yeah.
oh, maybe because
There
there
we
was a captcha.
Captcha. You got to captcha it.
Yeah, this shirt too. This is the new one.
There you go. We got all sorts of new stuff coming out here. Oh, I really like that one.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, Cassie told me he was gonna maybe try to come today, and then I brought some extra shirts. So if you want to look through them.
Yeah, we got Cassidy. We got Cassidy in the. Also, he did some interview stuff. There's gonna be really cool things going on the Dynasty YouTube page as well. And actually, great, Gabe Musselman. I'm gonna probably rock these unreleased, unseen. Actually, you guys are the only ones who've seen them. Bottoms. I've got some blue marble bottoms. You guys like what you think about those right there? I think these things might come with me. These are sweet. With some. I've got some new Deviate set up here that just came in. We got Yosh Rao right there, Greenspan 18. So we've got some new Deviate ears. So I'm gonna build this right here. And then finally, we got the layout here dropped, and we're gonna talk a little bit about that. I also have an announcement that Hume, this company that I partnered with, had just dropped in 800 stores nationwide. In Target. So 800 Targets nationwide. Hume just launched last week. So it's a big push we're going through to have right now. And if you guys aren't familiar with the Hume Supernatural Body Deodorant, it's all body deodorant. They've got a bunch of stuff at Target. They just have the deodorants. You might have seen it at Sprouts or CVS or Whole Foods also carries it all. But right now, if anybody who goes to a Target near you, I can put a Target locator, and you guys buy a stick of Hume, take a picture of it and send it to me or tag me, and I'm going to put your name in a little raffle, a little chance to win one of two. So I'm going to give away 2 signed game-worn jerseys from this weekend. So I'm going to give you guys I'm going to give away 2 signed game-worn jerseys for anybody who purchases a stick or 2 of Hume from Target. So take a picture of the receipt and send it to me, and I'm going to put your name on a list, and after the Tampa event, I'm going to pick 2 winners. So yes, Supernatural, like it is for ghosts. It's an all-natural body care company that I partnered with, and I am a part owner in, and so this is really exciting that we got into Target.
Of that,
So
too.
yeah, I'll figure that out. I gotta get that to him. Test this at 410. What does he think we're doing over here? So yeah, anyway, really great stuff. And I got you on the proof that it's game worn. Actually, Steve, I owe you money too. Holy smokes! Don't let me forget.
If you guys too, while we're looking at this layout, you want to ask to see anything specific or go over anything specific, let me know. I have the chat up here.
Okay, hold on. Let's get this thing going. Got it. Get help with your tasks. Okay. So without further ado, we are going to jump into where am I? The NXL Tampa layout and break this sucker down. All right.
Dude, you know what too would have been kind of cool? I know that ASG was doing a night ball on the layout from 5 to 10.
Oh, I'm not going there.
No, I know. But
You tripping?
it would have been cool to like say I was Zoom calling, like I was out there.
I was out there. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I would have liked to.
Oh, you better say 5 Hail Marys for even saying the word ASG right there, pal. You better. I don't even know. I don't even hear what you said. Who?
What field?
Yeah. What? Was that what? All right, everybody, let's roll.
That's a good joke. That's a good joke.
Let's get on this SC Village guns up layout here right now. Kyle, you're gonna have to look across though.
I understand where the because
right.
I can do it blindfolded, but
You could, I know you could. Hold on. Let me get the little things going. There we go. All right, hit it. You're on it.
all right.
Get it.
We want to make it. Should we make it bigger?
You can go over the full screen, or it can go over our heads. You can do whatever you want. Yeah. You're
I feel like it'd just be maybe kind of hard to see.
Pull up the whole. Let's rip the whole thing up there.
What do you guys want? The full screen?
Yeah, let's go full screen. They don't want to see us.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So just click on the display capture right here.
Yeah. I'm just trying to read the comments.
Okay.
And
then
shift or just
grab it. It's like we're in a movie theater, so you're gonna have to like.
Oh, it's not gonna.
It's full screen. You can kind of make this a little bit bigger, and then it'll help. But yeah, but otherwise, I think. And then bring it up so you can see a sponsor bar. We gotta get the sponsor bar in there. Mm-hmm. There you go. There you go. Cool. Looking good. Back center. All right, I kind of like this.
Yeah.
I've only ever used this on the show.
Yeah, I gotta get you like.
I walk out there and it just,
I did this too on Thursday.
Damn, that center stuff is gonna be really easy to get to.
When WC layout came, because usually it's not on, and so I was able to make it like walk a little bit Thursday night with guys that weren't there. Also, let me pull these up so we can read.
Yeah, click that. All right, so there we go, full screen layout.
Can you guys put you guys in a little window? Have that full screen?
Yeah, we can do that.
You want to do that?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys see, I like that. Who said that?
That's a good idea.
Thanks, Badger Milk. I appreciate you wanting to see a little bit of our faces too.
Badger Milk.
That's a good team name, also.
Oh yeah, you just need to put that over.
Just put it over the top.
Yeah, maybe make
Ready?
it smaller. Just pull that. Yeah.
Pull this one down. Oh shit. And then we go back to main, and we go. Ooh,
wow.
Yeah, boys. Huh? Now we're talking. Okay.
All right, cool. Look at that.
Look at us. Okay.
Okay. So I looked at this a little bit too before I came over.
Oh, dude, you're a master at this.
Yeah, so you use these W.
Yeah, that's kind of like how you play video games on these things.
Yeah,
I'm not into it.
you weren't familiar with those, so.
I was when we were doing the hard point thing. I think Matt was like, "Oh yeah, it's like Call of Duty something," and I was like, "Let's pretend like I don't play video games. Like, wait, how do you play this thing?"
A recent finding that I got also is if you hold the space bar down, you can go slow.
Zoom. Okay.
So this whole setup is going to be kind of interesting over here.
The left kind of center.
Yeah, well, usually that like gap in the middle is right like down the pipe. So where like all these cans are, this whole area is gonna definitely be interesting. Where you're kind of like jousting guys. Potential cross shots like this guy can. I think this is gonna be a extremely important area. Off the break.
That little zone.
Well, yeah, just because you can see the other team's start box here,
I like that.
But also like from here, you're kind of blocked out by a lot by these cans. Like there's these row of cans. But you could decide to stay here and maybe shoot across the field, or play heads up, or start to come out here. But you're gonna have to probably deal with someone coming to this thing. So be interesting how people utilize this area with 1 or 2 guys or having to run through it.
Well, because there's a lot of options right through that middle, right? So let's call this can right there in the middle of the command center, right? The one that we're looking at, dead center.
Yeah.
Let's just call it that, because I'm gonna want to reference that spot a lot, because you can run into that thing and kind of jump to the left or jump to the right into either wedge or big brick. I think actually what we really need to do, can you zoom back out real quick and let's find the big juice box where the spick and span bunker might be. I think that's the most important thing on this field, is to figure out where the juice box is. It looks like it's Snake 2, and the good thing about it being in Snake 2 is there is a strong chance that someone, it could be the corner.
That's probably the Dorito corner.
The corner, huh? So Snake 2 or the corner is going to be the Spick and Span Show bunker. So I think that's a really important find right away. Okay, now continue.
What about the hot dog beam? Where's that going to be?
The Wetzel's Pretzels hot dog?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hot dog on a stick.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Hot dog on a stick beam. Okay, so
I was looking at that center command center, what I was talking about there in a second. It is guys are going to run up there, and this is going to be really important for divisional guys, is being able to on the fly make a decision, right? So if your play is like, okay, I'm going to run up here and run to the left and get onto that Dorito side wedge, and that's my game plan.
Yeah,
that's what the coach told me to do. But as you take off and you're running, there's a guy in your mirror doing something very similar, right?
Or the back center decides to just wait here
just waiting for you. So you need to be able to like make an adjustment on the fly to change up that route based on what you see, because you don't really want to get stuck there, because if you get stuck there, it makes things really difficult for sure.
Yeah.
But I see a lot of these broken arrow plays where guys are going to run up and across, which makes especially like the hot route straight into that Snake 50.
Yeah. Well, and also too, like from back where we're standing looking at this, if you were able to stand, right here, you could stand right here, but you're going to have paint from the start gate back at you. But that's probably a good shot for a snake runner.
Yeah, that's an excellent shot.
Yeah, just right there.
Just kind of sitting off the box.
But obviously the back center can see you.
Well, and not only that, but so you can take a couple steps over, right? But let's do this.
You just lose your window.
Let's see how easy it is to pinch that. So let's go overhead view a little bit and see what's on the Dorito side. Right, so a guy coming, or back where you were, just kind of scroll to the left. There you go. So there is that big Dorito right here. So one thing about that big Dorito is you're going to be running out there, and the back center has an excellent shot right over the top of that pin. You can see the top of the back center.
Yeah.
Right on this guy. That's one of those quick whip shots. But if you're able to run and shoot out here, you have an excellent shot on the guy running up to that command center. You can kind of see both of those windows. So I think there most certainly needs to be, if you're going to scout teams, see how the guys are going to this bunker right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how are guys running this position?
Yeah.
And are they running and shooting? Because if this guy's running and shooting, A, it makes running up the middle very dangerous, and B, he is very, very shootable. Like Doritos, when you run and shoot into them, I think a lot of people kind of tend to forget that they're angled at the top.
Yeah.
At the top is the smallest part of the bunker.
And this is that shot Ryan's talking about.
Yeah,
so, I mean, I think if you dove, you'd probably be pretty safe. And I don't think, if you're coming across over here, there's not really...
Ooh, look at that shot.
Yeah, that could be good too.
And I think this temple's going to be relatively easy to make.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so that Dorito 1 is really shootable.
I do like what he did with this lay down in front of it, because when I was looking up at walking through some of the Doritos, like on the wrap, like a lot of times if this guy's playing here and he's getting like wrapped on, he can't really do anything. Like if someone is coming like into that 50 area or your Dorito, it looks like there's opportunity to come like this, to switch and come like a little closer. When a lot of times, like if that lay down wasn't there and there's a guy wrapped at the 50 Dorito, like you're cooked in here. Like, you just gotta hang on.
Just hang
on for dear life until the snake guys help you. So there's this too. I mean, also a little bit of protection if you dive low here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. That's a great shot to the corner too.
I did get some intel from a pro player that the field seemed pretty fast. They played on it today.
Who's been playing? Just the fit guys or guys
no.
up at that one
A team
spot?
that we're going to play.
Oh.
Friend on one of those teams.
Well, you can't say his name?
Comes on the show a lot. I was just kind of now making you guess.
J-Rab.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every game is fast against the Russians. We were talking about that last week.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, they just probably went out there and played it just a little bit today.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's day one, but I can see. Look, so let's do this. Let's hover around. We're on the Dorito side. Let's kind of walk down the Dorito side and just see all the angles from over there. So because of these big starfishes, I don't even know what else to call them. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. But like,
Plus X.
Starfish.
Yeah, I like starfish.
Yeah, starfish. So you block down the wire. You have the over the top shots, which is kind of nice. But
I don't feel like the wire is like completely blocked, and this is like
it's not. But remember, we just played that layout. Mike Heyman released a preseason WCPPL kind of practice layout, and we just practiced it with Dynasty the other weekend. Very similar.
Yeah.
And that thing was set up almost identically, where they're just slightly out. And what I like about those bunkers when they're slightly out is it's just you get low hanging fruit on the wire.
Yeah.
Guys, especially like. And here's like my favorite thing, and this is something I had to explain to both of my teams, the Trash Pandas and the Narcos a lot, is like if you're out wide and you lose a guy, or especially if you have 3 guys going Dorito way and you lost 2 guys down the wire, if you're the third guy, slide out into the corner, count to 5 or 10, and then just come out down the wire and start shooting it.
This I bet you too when
there's gonna be a guy wrapped big.
When Chris Shear like he gets on this thing and then it opens up like this. He's like, shh. Let me see. This is I feel like he likes these this type of tape. So continuing on down here, like also you want to look what different shots and stuff you have, but also try to see like who can potentially hold you from going down the field, which I wouldn't say any of those insert like that lay down or that back Dorito. Maybe this tall tower, this tall Mayan temple a little bit, but he kind of loses vision like as you go through some of these transitions. That could be that snake brick also could be something that's sneaky to watch this side. Yeah,
I know, but it's just so scary to be that close to the snake. It's one of those things where when you get close to the snake, yeah, but you're right. Can the guys check you off or no?
Here a little bit.
Yeah, but you could shoot the guy diving into that probably. We'd have to go over to the snake brick and look at it. It's just like, why be in that snake brick so close to that 50 snake and then looking this way?
Yeah. Well, you definitely need some backup over there.
Yeah. Also, guys, just because I think a lot of people are unclear on this, and I actually really like how Marcelo always teaches this. But when you get to an outside spot, you go inside, you look inside, then you look outside, then you wrap, then you go to the next spot, and you go inside, outside, wrap, and go.
Yep.
Okay. Now, if you shot guys off of your wire and you own the whole side, you should be wrapping pretty big to control it until you get another body over with you to help hold it. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is really important. I honestly want everybody to write this down because I had multiple hiccups over the past weekend in the WCPPL where we forgot to look inside before we looked outside and wrapped and went, and it cost us the entire tournament.
Are you specifically talking about snake side mainly?
Yeah, because I didn't even get a chance to watch anybody play the Dorito side, really.
Yeah, it was a little bit slower, methodical game, I think, over there.
But pretty much everywhere you should do this. Like, you come into this thing, and instead of immediately going to the wire, you should just look inside for a second, because there's bodies that you can shoot a lot of times.
Yeah, you just come in here, look at this butt crack, make sure you're safe.
Just make sure that you just nuzzle into the butt crack and look inside real quick. But especially, like, one of the things that I like to do is when I dive into a spot, as I'm crawling up into it, like getting tight in there, I listen for a couple things. One, I try to listen to hear if the other team is shouting and screaming, like something that resembles 50 Dorito, 50 Snake, or Snake 2, or something like that. Especially when you're in the Snake or the Dorito, especially in the Snake.
Yeah.
Is anybody? And then the next thing is anybody shooting at me? Right? If no one's shooting at me and I don't hear anybody screaming, then I just quickly look on the inside. Then I kind of go down the wire and start doing that checklist. But it's like the checklist is so important, and so many people forget. Yeah, You look inside, then you look outside. Don't go inside wrap. Okay, Badger. You look inside, then you check off the wire. That's why you look outside. All right, so you come in here, you look across. So let's see the cross shots from here. So you can roll these. There's the command center. There's the tower on the snake side. There's that inside temple that we were looking at really a lot earlier.
Not a lot of great shots.
50 snake, snake 2 right over the top of this. Go up a little bit.
Yeah, that's how you really get your head blown off.
No, you can shoot right over the top of this thing. That's snake 2 right there.
Yeah.
Yep. You've got the brick.
I don't feel like these are like to size on guns up.
No, you're gonna shoot that guy.
Cause like, I don't know. Yeah.
You're shooting those guys.
Yeah, or your head's getting scalped.
If there's a guy there, I'm shooting him.
Yeah.
For sure. Starfish is I think it's under 4 feet tall, but maybe like right there. It depends on how hot the day is.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's asking, wrapping outside, why do you look inside? So this is a game of angles. You look inside because generally go back, just go up to the top view of the field. Top view of the field.
From here?
No, from the other side. Just
Like
from the back center. Okay, so we have a big rectangle here, okay? And think of this kind of just draw lines just directly across the field, you know? This is where we're playing a kind of a game of a little bit of geometry, but the further up the field, the more angles you have. So if I continuously go up the field and only look straight ahead, then all of my progression has been kind of for nothing because I'm not actually utilizing the far up space. So bring this dot all the way back to the back corner, right?
This?
Yeah, so go from the corner and look across, okay? So I really don't have the angle, and you can see just by illustration of where that 50 starfish is and the angle that I have here. Guys are more able to hide from me if I'm in this back corner. So my angle is greater, right, the further up the field that I get, okay? Meaning that I have a better shot on all of these guys the further up the field I get.
There's not even 8 shots from here.
Yeah, you can't. So now go back to the 50 and then draw a line to like those bunkers that we just drew right here. Right? So now looking back across those snake zones, you can see the angle. It makes it much more difficult for these people to hide, okay? So as you go and progress up the field, especially on the snake side, but is because you can play around a little bit more, but you have a greater angle on
versus
this. Yeah, then this is just straight ahead. Okay? So you only have one angle. You're just looking straight ahead, right?
Yeah.
Looking at 12 o'clock. And again, this is another one too, because I always tell people kind of like the clock is go back into that, go into the snake, let's go into like the 50 snake kind of, and just draw kind of on a clock from
do you want
you can go, no, just keep it on the straight overhead view where we just were from back center.
Oh.
Yeah. So just go in here and just draw across here to 3 o'clock. Okay. So that would be the 3 o'clock. Now, when I get in there, I might look a little bit behind me to 4 o'clock. So click, just leave it there. Just leave one there. Leave one pivot point there. Then look one behind me. Okay. So whenever I go in there, I look behind me first to make sure that no one's made a big move. And then I just kind of scan the field and then just now start going up the clock, right? You go up to 3 o'clock. And you can just almost just drag it.
Well, you have to redo each one of these.
Oh, I was going to say you can just pivot it. Yeah, so then here.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
This is fine, but this is perfect. This is a great example. Just keep tethering these. So this is why you look inside first, is because look at how many guys that are here. Especially on a snake, when you can generally get in there unnoticed and unseen, you have multiple shots. So the likelihood of a guy being somewhere in your vision on the inside versus the likelihood of someone being in your vision heads up. Now, granted, there was likely going to be a body in the snake when you get to the 50 snake. However, there is also likely there's going to be multiple bodies on the inside of the field. This is why you always look inside. Always look inside, because you just made all that work. And the last thing you want to do is look down the wire and get in this gunfight heads up and then show everybody that you're there and then get bunkered or trade out. You get the free kills on the inside. Thank you. KB.
Let's look at it from
Yeah.
over
So,
here, maybe.
and then once you've exhausted on each of these checklists, so if you start from the snake one or from the Dorito one, look inside. Do you see anybody? No. Yes. If yes, shoot them. If no, look down the wire to make sure no one's on you. Wrap around to make sure no one's cutting you off, and then jump into the next one. Inside, outside, wrap, go, and then repeat each step from. And these are almost exclusive movements from the outside positions. Okay, if you're in the command center, there is no inside outside. If you're in that big brick, I mean, maybe you go in there and look inside real quick to see if there's like some low hanging fruit somewhere. But for the most part, inside is where the free dinner is. That's right. That's right.
There was that wrap shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then when you start rapping, that's a little bit that's a little bit more. You know, we there's a great blooper there in the end of the Dynasty Dissected Volume 2 with Todd Martinez. You guys got to watch that one. Inside shots look great from there. Let's look at the middle section. Let's break out like we're going to the command center and then breaking across. Okay, so for those of you guys making this middle move, so we're going up the middle. You can shoot either way. I kind of like the shot straight ahead to the snake because you can see what's in front of you. Maybe you do a little stutter step and let your temple guy shoot across for the Dorito side. But let's go snake way. So you're running up here full speed shooting. You see the guy. You see how many people break out on the right side of you. Then you run across this. As you cross this gap, I would kind of have my eyes open looking inside, right, to make sure you can see, you can see a guy going to that little.
Yeah, because maybe as you're like, even if you just run up
you might see
and sprint across and dive here. Let me show you this. Having your eyes here, you may be able to see movement through these channels as a guy is running through either here or here, maybe going into this structure, because then you would need to, as you get in here, if there's a guy sprinting also into the opposite side, you know, he could potentially come all the way over to that lay down. So keeping eyes on your back, not keeping eyes on your back, but understanding that, you know, if your job is to go get in the snake, you're a little bit safer. But if you're coming in here to play like a support position or something like this, whether you wait here or you're playing this way, best chance as you're making this dive across, really want to maybe take a glance, because if someone's going into that other side structure and then you wait here on this cut and you're waiting on this area in here, and then the guy pops out here because you didn't see it. That's an easy look here. You know, something I just saw too, that since we're on this snake side of the back center or the middle, is that if guys do press into this left 50 area, there is a nice counter move here.
You just got to hope that he's playing big.
Yeah. But I mean, in general,
going to their brick.
In general, like,
this is a great spot.
Yeah, you know, if you have a team that's kind of playing short on the Dorito side and waiting to go out, and they're pushing 30 snake way, like something that we always teach a lot too is like, you want to go. It's not those people in front of you that you're like, you want to gunfight and try to shoot. Yeah. Like, it's sometimes in theory it can be better to go into the side where there's more people so that you can shoot across and catch the people that don't expect it.
And this is another great example of looking inside first, right? You slide into this thing, you might slide in here and shoot the guy out of the corner before you kind of protect your back, you know?
Yeah. Well, another thing too with this is like, if there's, you know, a guy here, and maybe a guy here, and you decide to come in here, and you get there undetected, and you look here first, if one of these guys spots you, and then you go to play this way, there's two likely situations happen. One, these guys are probably going to talk to these guys and let them know that you are here. So those shots that you would have been able to maybe get if you looked inside first, they're gone. And then this guy's gonna probably bunker you in the head.
Yeah, he's gonna bunker you for sure. And honestly, it looks like you might even be able to live in there if there's a guy in this. I mean, the guy probably will see your back, but let's look at what it looks like from the 50 snake starfish on the inside. It looks like you have a lot of the similar shots. You know, like I've got a shot on that 50 Dorito from here, starfish to starfish.
Yeah.
Right. I'm also protected. I mean, I'm a big proponent, a big fan. This is another one. You know, I saw guys in that WCPPL layout, like they would be the last guys alive in that snake corner. And the snake one was like an angle with two different playable bunkers, and you're completely safe from the other side of the field. Like just slip into that thing.
Oh, yeah.
And you have something on the side of you that protects you. You know, and like look at this shot in the corner from here. That corner is going to be super hard to play because people are going to be in this 50 off the break because they're going to run up at the command center, jump across to that brick, and slide straight into this thing. And that dude in the corner is going to be cooked, right? That's going to be a really tight spot to play. This is actually going to be tight to play looking inside because of that brick. You can kind of see from our perspective right here. You can see just out of the top there. Like your loader, you got to be really tight with your loader when you're looking inside.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because the brick could be standing down on top of you, or one of those tall assholes like Sergey or Corey or Tyler pop their head over the top of the inside of that thing and be able to shoot you. Stuff that magic that I'm not even able to do. I gotta get those CEO shoes to be able to do that.
This is a good spot though. There's a lot of nice counters to everything too.
Getting into that 50 Dorito section, that thing over there and backing out of it. The little W over there.
Yeah. But this is, you know, with this center structure being like so close, there's definitely a lot of moves to, you know, take someone off the field.
Let's see Snake 3. I mean, this thing's got some excellent shots on the cross too.
Yeah.
Look at that. They better not have made the Spick and Span bunker the bunker of death back there in the corner. No one wants to play that because every single position in the snake can shoot you in the back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I actually think, well, sorry. Do you have anything else?
No, I was just saying, like, all three of these positions that we just looked at have a great gap. If you get kill one off that Dorito side and contain people in that big Dorito, it's going to be hard to fill through that gap.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then here's snake 2.
And then here's the other one, you know. Just a little tidbit for those of you guys who are figuring out what to do with the information you hear off the break. You hear a lot of people calling in the 10 seconds like, you know, 212 or baloney or hot dog or Superman, all these calls. A lot of times that indicates how many players lined up on the box are going each direction, right? So, for instance, if you hear that there's 2 guys in the back center, 2 guys snake way, and 1 guy going Dorito way, if only 1 guy goes to Dorito side, it is likely, not guaranteed, but it is likely that the next guy out of the back center will leave and move towards the Dorito side, just by the simple math. Now, he could go up and over out of the back center, but there is a very likely chance that he fills across. So if you can get into a position like this snake 3, I think, had a good spot, or snake 2, you can see the gap from the back center to that big Dorito one. Like,
yeah, the first insert.
Yeah, and if you can get here relatively quickly, because the first snake one is a cake, so you can crawl around it probably without have the tape seeing you. You can get in here if you heard like, you know, double back center, 2 snake way, 1 Dorito way. You can come in here and kind of like play inside for like, I don't know, 5 or 10 seconds, and possibly get a guy coming up and over out of that command center, or a guy releasing out of the back center into that Dorito.
Yeah,
like that's a big catch. So again, if you hear, and this is not always, right, but probability says if you hear, you know, double back center, double snake way, or double back center, double Doritos, and only 1 guy going snake way, it's likely, especially if the guy goes wide on the snake side, that the next fill will be. You want to kind of draw that up a little bit? Like,
yeah.
So
I was gonna show something
because there's 2 guys back center a lot, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, and just say there's, you know, 1 guy is waiting here. And then the other guy's somewhere out here. Let's just say like this.
He makes a big run. 2 back center. 1 in the temple, 1 in the snake one. Right? If this is what you heard or saw on the box, right? You could come into this snake 2, now granted, you can try to battle your way down the wire, and you can try to get into that starfish, which is advantageous. But the whole time that you have your head down and crawling, it gives a free move for that second body on the Dorito side to fill out and then get behind his guy. But again, if you play the odds of, and you're just kind of like, now the guy could possibly just stay in the back center and try to lock down the Dorito side. I don't think that's a big advantage on this field. And then the other guy could launch up the middle and across to the brick, and they could put 3 guys snake way.
Yeah.
But the odds are, again, that this body is going to fill Dorito way. Again, if you shift everybody one body to the Dorito side, and there's only one guy on the snake side, then it's likely they're going to go into that temple. Right? And it's just, again, it's not 100% guaranteed, but it is very, very highly probable.
And what's nice too, if you're able to catch this, or teams that you're playing do this kind of setup where they're delaying that second guy out, and this is easy to make. It becomes really difficult for this guy to play against other people, whether they're on the tape or up in the middle. But really, for this snake player, if he's able to hold this for a little bit, it's difficult for this player to come down and put this guy away for this guy to make it out, because he's going to have to deal with all these people in front of him. And ideally, I think you actually want to be here to kind of counter this guy from this left, like, interior laydown. And so if that second guy is not able to get out and in here, it's going to be difficult for this guy. If this is me up here and Ryan's like, dude, I can't get out. The snake 2 is just holding that cut. Can you help? I'm like, dude, I'm trying, but I got all these guys over here playing me, and we need to get in here to put this guy away. There is spots I think you could shut him down over here, but again, playing the inside might work for a little bit, but if you have guys playing you there, it's going to be difficult. I was going to say this spot too has, a lot of, I like this when they make these like first snakes a little bit inset, because if you bring that secondary guy in there with you, he can do a lot. He could easily, he's in protection, he's not fully on the tape, so he could play this like outside a little bit. He can also come to the tape relatively easy, and he can move from this knuckle to this knuckle, I think without exposing yourself too much on the tape. But wouldn't you say on this too, like,
yeah,
when they see, if you're dealing with someone here and then you have to go like up here, like say that Dorito is like just really giving you a hard time, and you can't like look at all that second or third Dorito, I mean either one, you can easily come up to here and get rid of them out of like having to deal with them.
Agreed.
Or wait for them to go into that next spot. This could be something that's pretty good depending on how far this is pushed up, but if there's a guy in that left 50 laydown, to where you can come out of hiding and shoot that guy. Another thing, and it's going to be different too for divisional versus us because they have unlimited paint.
That is going to change things.
One thing I saw, I mean, this is a great spot, but if you are going to do something like this, you probably still want to have another snake attacker.
Yeah, I don't think you play on the inside for long. I think you go in there because again, the cadence of the game, there's not going to be a guy sitting in the back center when they double up for very long. He's just going to be in there for that breakout, and then he's going to make his secondary move. Yeah. So I just kind of think that you just, if you're going to, and again, if you see tendencies also, if you see guys breaking out a lot, actually this is also pretty cool. I just and I didn't even get the name of the app, but I actually just had a meeting with Matt, is his name. I didn't even get his last name, but they're coming out with this. I don't think so.
Who was the other person? Starts with a C.
Steven? Matt Foreman. What does he do? What does Matt Foreman do?
With Arsenal guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the scouting thing?
Yeah, the scouting thing.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's his last name? Sick.
Well, Colin Lasser, Matt Foreman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did that too before I left.
It's rad. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I thought so. It's a new. We're gonna be testing out beta version of this new scouting app. He had you. I guess have you looked at it?
I have. Yeah, I talked to him like a Zoom call for like 15 minutes.
It's great. I can't wait to use that thing.
Now, for any of you guys that are playing on the layout in some of these lower divisions that you have unlimited paint, one thing I saw too here is this spot early I think will be really good because obviously, you know, you have to worry about a snake there, but you can see it. You have a lot of vision here. Let me go up to this top view so you can see. So there's this. What I was saying too is like for some of these lower division guys, if you want like a little stability out of this laydown over here, you know, you do have to watch out for the snake, but same thing, you know, combination two, what we talked about with that snake 2 or 3 over there, is that this guy sees any secondary fills.
Yeah.
And this, in my opinion, is a really strong bunker.
Well, the tower almost looks better.
This?
Yeah, I think you can slide into that thing and scoot right up into there.
Okay, so yeah, let's look at it. I just
come straight to.
I just look at more of like, you know, this thing's a fortress. You have to come all the way down.
It is a fortress, but I think you're completely safe from the snake here. And you can just weasel into all those things. Like this is again, if this is a tendency thing. So if you're playing a team and you've seen their scouting and it's like, okay, they go to the snake off the break because it's makeable, and then the next guy gets out behind them relatively quickly. If you come into this thing and you look inside, you've got some time.
Yeah.
And then, or if they delay into the snake, like the guy goes to the snake corner and then the other guy comes into the temple and then dives underneath them, or they go up and over.
Yeah.
This thing looks really good because you have some options after you go there.
And if you're like, you know, say you're running up here to go to this thing, and maybe you go like this, and as you're getting up here, you only see one guy go out to the snake as you're coming up here, and then the other guy goes to the Aztec, and that's the next body over there. Mm-hmm. So one guy snake, one Aztec, and maybe the 2 guys are home. If you can realize that and then slide to here, and then
well, I think you can do it from that little W. I think you can dive into the W wing and then just get back up and come straight into the next ones before the guy gets in the snake setup on you.
Yeah.
You can dive into that.
Well, this too, there's a lot of nice movements from here. You could dive, come around this thing.
Yeah, pretty
eyes that way.
Safe. Yep, and then scurry straight in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get into this thing and look inside. This is definitely a Russian tower.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I feel like they're gonna be like here.
Well, and look at that wedge. Look at the wedge looking Dorito way. You can get into this wedge right here. Like that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the hop across. Let's go into that 50W right there. This thing looking inside, how does that look? I mean, this thing's excellent also.
Yeah.
You're definitely exposed from the outside bodies, but
or a nice bounce shot right to your goggles off this pin.
Yeah, that's a good point. Bounce shot.
What's scary though, if this guy's playing this way, is if there is. This is that shot I was talking about. So this guy can't see the snake too. I mean, maybe he can, but like it doesn't. It looks like the snake too could hide from this guy. So if this guy's waiting here on this, or even like looking anywhere up in here, our snake 2 guy here could just come off this back part, dot you up.
I want to look at the outside of the 50 snake, wrapping around it.
This side too is a little bit different, that you can see all the way down the tape.
Yeah. But just kind of like guys getting in here, try to come around this thing and just see. Again, just playing the last couple of WCPPLs where they have this snake on the outside. Yeah, I mean, you may as well just dive right into their side to get those kills.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the money. Again, another illustration as to why to look inside right when you get to as the further up you progress, the more difficult it is to live on the other side of the field.
Yeah. And once you're here, you know, I mean, there's tons. Like if this guy's here and doesn't realize, he's definitely toast. Obviously, you can see this. You can see this.
You can see maybe the 50 Dorito.
Yeah.
Behind you.
Yeah, this is wild. 14 messages.
Hey, Pate, buddy, we're in the show.
14 messages.
I know you're excited.
That's not you too. Oh, that's just him.
I have replied. I made the mistake of replying back to him.
Okay.
He's very excited. He's coming out to San Diego for something. And he's got that $5,000 check that he wants to write to the winner for move of the event for World Cup. Yeah. I'd like to give it out now so we can kind of like get the paintball juices flowing. This
is really good.
The further up the other team's side of the field you get, the better it is. I always say like that. You know, it's almost a guarantee that if you crawl to the other side of the field and you get behind the bad guys and shoot them in the back, you're probably gonna win that game.
Yeah, these
again,
are
not a guarantee, but this is a good spot to be in.
These are pretty huge.
While we're looking at this, let's go ahead and because we got our guest waiting in the lobby. We got Steven from Clatter Paintball. He's gonna watch a couple things, and we're gonna talk a little bit about.
Well, we can probably just close this down then.
Yeah, I mean we can get his. We can have what we'll do is we can bring it up on a little.
You know, there's not a lot of places that hold these
the
guy
movements,
from going.
Right.
Yeah, you know, the snake corner does a little bit, and then the next is that Dorito Tower here.
That Dorito Tower I think is gonna be better than we think.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be makeable because I think you can slide wide. I think you can go around that Dorito. So the great thing is, the back center has this shot over on this outside, but once you dive out past that Dorito, if you can make it into that Dorito, which I think you can just come right around that corner and then just choose your adventure. You can stay in the little W. You can go up to the tower. You can go all the way to that 50. I think you can go up from there and across into the 50 Dorito. I think there's going to be a lot of guys making it into those 50 Doritos.
And just a heads up for a lot of people too. This is the last thing I say is that when you guys are starting to practice on this, don't think that like your only shot is, you know, right over that pin at the Dorito, and then if you want to shoot the corner, it's just right over that lay down there as well. You know, utilizing, what would you say, this shot here. If you have a guy that's always running and maybe he's running in set, is shooting this area, because I think a lot of people shoot here and a lot of people shoot here, but understanding this shot as well probably will be important. I saw some other tricky stuff, but we'll save some for Dynasty.
Yeah, I mean we can talk about it too, and we also have Tuesday of next week to really talk about where
yeah,
the
but you know I think there's a lot of guys.
What just happened here?
There's a lot of guys in here.
We want Final Cut.
There's a lot of new proteins too, so there's people that were just.
Oh boy.
Display capture off.
Yeah. Then we want to.
There you go.
We want to get our guys. We want to get ourselves up here. Boom. Oh, we gotta go all the way down again. There it is. Bingo. Bingo. All right. Thank you. Good job. Good job on that one. It takes me a while to learn how to play video games again.
Yeah, we need to get you savvy with that.
I just don't need to do that. Like it's just I could and it'll end up being me being on that thing for a couple of hours or anytime. Like I just don't. I like to be hands on. You know, sometimes I like paper. I could be typing out all this stuff.
Yeah, but that you can
like this is like it's paper.
Yeah, but if you look at it like
I want to be physically in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you probably just saw so much that you didn't realize.
Nope, I didn't see it. I haven't even looked at the layout yet.
Yeah, but you, from the views that it had, going to be able to do that, the virtual field walk, I think you probably understood a lot more than.
But I'll figure it out on we got their thing.
Yeah, but when you want to like, come out and look good at practice, because
I do
some of the
look
other
good at
guys want,
practice.
some of the other guys, but then you have a head start, you're even better.
You can't look too good. You're making it's like you don't want to embarrass everybody.
Yeah. True. Let's see what all this was about.
It was nothing. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
All right. So we're gonna get here in a second. I'm gonna get. Oops. I'm gonna go application, zoom, built-in Retina display, bingo, bango. Let's just double check it, and then we need to adjust this. So yeah, guys. A couple things, I think that a lot of people, I did see a handful of you guys who were mentioned, like kind of asking a bunch of these questions about like, how do I, why do I look inside outside? What's the point of doing what you guys are talking about? I think it's important that a lot of you guys maybe also, if you have the possibility of just watching yourself and watching, somebody who plays in your position also playing the same spot, if that makes sense. So watch how other guys play the snake or the Doritos, and what are their checklists? What do they do? And now, granted, a couple things that do change is sometimes environments or playing conditions or whatever's happening in this scenario change and dictate the outcome of the decision making, right? If I've shot two guys off the tape, and then why did the guy go in there and wrap? They didn't look inside. Well, again, everything changes based on the scenario. But for the most part, if there's 5 guys alive, you want to get in there, you want to look around the outside and try to figure out what the next, if there's any bodies to shoot. So. Yeah, just kind of check that inside out, please. Check it out, and watch other people play in your positions. I did this big thing for BKI. It was form and body mechanics breakdown, and I thought it was really, really important because just this little anecdote about when you're playing, you feel like, or most of you guys probably feel like, yeah, that felt pretty good, right? Or you're on the other hand, you're like, or you're like. The complete other hand where you go, I felt like I had no clue what was going on. So let's try to remedy and figure out exactly what it was that went wrong. So the best way of figuring that out is to really see how you're playing versus how people in your position are playing. I think that's very helpful. As we wait for our next guest, again, we've decided we're going to go ahead and postpone the Pate Smith Law play of the event, the move of the event for World Cup. We're going to give that $5,000 away on Tuesday of next week because I want to line up the player. We couldn't get a hold of him anyhow, but I want to line the player up so that they possibly even can be, I know they're going to be out there. Maybe they can be in person with us and do the show with us. Maybe. We'll talk about that. Because maybe they won't break us off. Maybe they'll take us to dinner afterwards. They'll be rich.
I thought I saw the person that. I don't know if that person wants to.
They're not going to take us out to dinner?
I don't think so.
We could say that's customary. When we present you with this check for $5,000, like we like to eat.
Obviously, you have to sign this document. It's just
just go and sign this. Don't worry
about it. But it says
you take us to dinner.
We're going to Charlie's.
Yeah, trap this fool.
Charlie's $500 each.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I'm into it. Also, actually, grab those 2 boxes. I'm not going to pull the guns out. I'm just going to show just the barrels. I'm just going to get the barrels out of those 2 guns. I got to figure out which one I'm gonna open. I'm gonna open both of them, but which color am I gonna roll with? I'm kind of hoping that we go with the obvious choice. And
I saw a recent one. I'm wondering if that's the one Yosha's getting me.
Oh.
Did you see the color that was like my old one?
No, but I did the tie-dye cotton candy.
No.
That one actually looked pretty cool.
I like that
okay.
black.
So
green.
I'm not going to show I don't want to get us kicked off. I'm gonna show just the barrel.
I mean, you could just show the top part of it.
I know, right? I can. I think we're okay with it. I think we can do that.
This one. Remember mine was like
Oh
that.
yeah.
But I did send that to Yoshi
Okay.
the other day, so.
So we've got this one here, right? Okay. We got the purple people eater. This thing actually, I'm not really a purple person, but this one actually looks pretty good.
This one didn't come with it, just came with barrels.
There's just nothing in there. Sorry, you can just keep the case then. Okay, or the fade. I mean, this one looks pretty tight. There's a black and blue version of these.
I thought this one was pretty cool.
Yeah, that one's tight. Did you see the cotton candy one?
Yeah.
That thing's sick.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd use it, but yes, that one's tight.
Yeah. This
All
was
right.
like the old one I had. Remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right, guys, real quick, we're gonna jump in here with our guest for today, our honorary guest. Big show. This is a good one. We got Steven from Clatter Paintball. What up, dude? Fellow designer. Can you hear us?
Hi guys. Hello.
Hold on.
I gotta stop. I'm double looking at myself. Sorry. Hold on. I gotta get out.
Yeah. Mute your screen real quick.
Alright.
Well, you can mute the YouTube.
Yeah. Mute the YouTube. Don't mute
okay?
us.
The little volume.
Okay. Are we good?
We're good.
I think so.
All right. Audio check. Can everybody hear him?
Alright. Cool.
All right. So, Steven, you wanna give Stefan, right? I just keep calling you Steven. I mean,
Yeah.
I just got I just got a Steven
yeah,
in my
it's-
life. So now, so I feel
Yeah.
like everybody's in there.
I think it's spelled Stefan, but when I was a kid, that Urkel show, Steve Urkel.
Uh huh.
You guys remember that?
Yeah.
His alter ego when he got on that porta potty was Stefan, and I couldn't ride with it anymore. Especially growing up in the Midwest, Stefan didn't really. Stefan, very cool.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
see. Stefan. It's too fancy. So why don't you do this? Why don't you give everybody out there who's watching a quick brief little bio on who you are, what you do. I think real life is cool too, but the industry and what you have cooking and plans.
Yeah. Before I start, I wanted to, since I have a platform here, I'm gonna go on a rant. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I wanted to, which is insane serendipitous that you were talking about Tom Boyer earlier.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to shout out to him and Clayton O'Connell. When I was a kid growing up, I played for Mutiny and NTK and stuff, and they were kind of the team dads more or less. So our parents let us go, and so definitely big shout out to those guys. If I don't know, those dudes are awesome. They love the sport, and if we had more of those guys around, the sport would be better. So I just wanted to do that real quick. I owe a lot to those guys. So, anyways. So I used to play pro. I ended on Mutiny when they were 7-man pro, kind of there at the tail end. Before that, I was on Vicious. So I quit to finish school. Out of school, I got hired by. I had to, man.
I'm joking, dude. I'm joking. If you guys are thinking about
No,
quitting school, don't
yeah.
do it. Yeah, stay in school, please. Please.
It actually happened. We were at a Mutiny tryout thing, and we were practicing you guys at Camp Pendleton.
Mm-hmm.
And it was I had showed up, and I was on a hiking trip, and I had to leave early, and I showed up, and they're where's your stuff? I was I didn't bring it. Here's your full gear bag, anyways, of new stuff, and I didn't give a shit. I was over, and I felt so bad in that moment that I was I would have killed for this. So I decided that it was time to move on, and I quit there, actually playing you guys after we played you guys. So that's really a cool thing. But yeah, I had to quit, man. I had to dive into the school.
Mm-hmm.
So out of school, while in school, kind of got me. I had an internship designing for Live Nation, so I started designing concert posters.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that for 3 years during school, and then that kind of got me a job. An art director there knew at Adidas, and I've been there for 11 years. I designed mostly in the license world, so MLS, NCAA, all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah, that's rad.
But yeah, so yeah, I've been doing that for 11 years. Been kind of always watching, still watching. I had a lot of friends that still play. Like, they're all starting to get a little bit out of it, but you know, all like I still was sticked around. I started doing a lot of background designs for like Mutiny was kind of getting going with Andy, and then JT and stuff like that. And then the name hit me like about a year and a half ago. I was on a maternity leave, and that Clatter name hit me, and I just like, why not do my own thing? So I got the okay from work, and here I am, man. We're just starting, so yeah.
So give me a rundown of like, because you guys we still have the poster. It's just we obviously had a rearranging here. So I was actually just looking at it today.
Didn't make the cut, man.
No, it did. It's attached to that big
I'm
Spick
just
and
kidding,
Span
dude,
American
totally
flag thing. I think what you guys are doing is cool. It's attached with that 15 poster also. Both of them are sitting in the storage room in the back. We're lucky to even be able to be here in this room between the wife and the kid. And this is her playroom, even though they've got a whole room down there and a bedroom and like an office. Like for some reason, I still have to fight to like be able to set up this makeshift stuff back here. So yes, hanging up extra paintball graphics and with this cool thing right here that Oliver gave me, the portal to Bali. They're like, what is that? That's ridiculous. I'm like, come on, you can't even see it. Just like give me some. Yeah. Like, come on, this is my space now.
Yeah, one room. Yeah, man, I'm with you. Yeah, my kids actually just came in. This is my little nook, and actually my youngest sleeps right over here. So we got this corner where I work, and the sun's all jammed in right here. So yeah, dude, kids, man.
So let's talk about Clatter and what you kind of what the soft launch or the launch last year, but what you did with kind of like, I thought those posters were a cool concept, you know?
Thank you. Yeah, I really, I still do a lot of gig posters, freelance for like Live Nation and towards just other here and there. And I just felt like it's one of my passions. I love doing them. It's really, you can tell a lot, like a big story with them, you know? Mm-hmm. And just, I thought paintball just really didn't ever have them anymore, you know? So
I know, it's kind of a bummer.
It was a perfect thing to start doing. We're gonna start doing more. We're gonna be at Tampa, but we don't have any posters for Tampa. But they're such a good. I love when you go to like concerts and stuff, taking one home. It's a good thing to remember the event by. So yeah, but yeah, I design everything. It's been a lot of fun. I thought I would be like a millionaire by now. I think it's hard as hell doing all this, but it's been really, really cool just getting back into it and working at such like kind of on a big stage. I really don't get to see my work at all. So, it's been really neat.
What's your favorite do you prefer music posters or movie posters?
Oh, dude, both. Yeah. Recently there's a cool, I saw a trailer for The Digger. It's like Tom Cruise dancing with a shovel. It looks fucking awesome. Like, I forget who it's directed by. The guy, he's done some serious, really good movies, but that poster, it's like Digger stacked and like he's like a guy. Oh man, it's so good. Yeah, I love movie posters, concert posters. Dude, book covers are really cool too. I love doing those.
Man, who was I remember, I don't know if I saw like a story about a guy who was doing original artwork posters from way back in the day when you had to print out like, obviously, and like just to like get the word out. What was it on? It was like an interview or something like that about somebody who was kind of like in that scene also and creating old stuff. Do you ever talk to Alex FRAIGE about that? He is big time into that sort of stuff.
A little bit. He's actually came by and he picked up a poster that I think it's in Cincinnati. And we talked a little bit about it. But yeah, no, I love being like going out of the sport, for 10 years or so, and then coming back into it. They've done a lot, man. I think they've done really cool stuff. So, and you too, Kyle. I'm loving the Tiger wear. It's
thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. That's kind of we're trying to like, we really want to, I really want to like wearable stuff. You know, you feel comfortable. I thought of this tagline like way back in the where like you can like meet your fiance's parents wearing our stuff. You know, and we always wanted to kind of tell a story so they could ask about it. But yeah, like everything we're gonna do kind of has like a little paintball nuance to it, you know. So
but it's wearable outside, not like just like zombie event or zombie apocalypse.
Just so you know, you can't use. You got to have balls to play paintball. That's DeMillo's got that trademarked, I think, right now. I don't know if that would be something that you would wear to your fiance's parents, but I do like it.
Is that mask off?
Yeah, mask off. Yeah.
Or mask on.
Mask on. Yeah. Lock in. You gotta have balls to play paintball. You know, like that belongs in like that's more of the Don Widmer 1990s, early 2000s JT. I just don't know if that works in the workplace nowadays. It's not as inclusive, but I do.
Depends where you work, I guess. It may really kill somewhere.
It would kill somewhere. Yeah. So what do you guys watch? I have a shirt queued up here. Where'd the main little thing go?
Yeah. So that hat you're wearing, it kind of goes along. I thought of this this line, this whole like line is gonna be based off the term hunting hunters. I think it's so sick that like when you're hunting while being hunted. So like that, I love that's gonna be like kind of the pack name, hunting hunters. But yeah, so that everything's kind of based around that. And I got started with, we did a collab with Infamous on headbands this year, and I have some that I get to sell myself. So I got started with this one. This print, I'm hand painting all these, but yeah.
Wait,
so this is kind of our like yeah, they're all hand painted. Our sweet, but these headbands are really cool. They stretch a little bit, really sturdy, and then this stuff like when you tie it, it's like you don't have to knot it. It's one loop tight.
I see.
Yeah,
that's clever.
So this kind of got me started on this whole like hunting hunters, and then that hat. I started building this whole thing, and then that shirt I sent you was kind of like a. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of like
I was like, wait, I didn't get a shirt, but I didn't know
what it was. But yeah. Yeah, so doing that, just doing a whole pack around. But yeah, we're gonna be selling those shirts with these headbands, kind of as like a little pack deal. And then at the event, we have that hat and a couple more stuff to go along with it, like a really nice zip up, double zip kangaroo pocket.
Ah, dude, the zip. It is zip up. It is zip up hoodie weather coming up here. That beanie you sent me, I put it on. I look like Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone 2 when he's like in New York, lost in New York, and he has that beanie on that looked like it got it folded like 15 times.
Yeah, it's hefty for sure, man.
Yeah.
Like there's a cool story on that one. I love there's like, do you have it with you?
It's in a box. It might be in the car still. I only had so many hands when I
got one with me. Hold on. I think I got one.
We're about 6 degrees of latitude too far south to wear one of those things. I've got so many boxes. Like, this is what I do. I collect boxes now.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to, right? Thank you. I was saying that to kind of get it off my chest. Like, I think I have a problem.
Yeah.
Because like all this, like the clutter just keeps growing and growing and growing. We got to give some of this stuff away.
I just get the U-line boxes
one.
now. Just big box.
Yeah.
Full of boxes.
Box full of boxes.
I got one.
Yeah, that's an Aaron Rodgers Green Bay Packers like it needs to be snowing kind of thing. You sent that to me. It was 75 or 80 degrees today. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing with this thing, and it's humongous.
I've sent everything off already. Like, this is what I had laying around, so I wanted to get you that new hat. But I was like, I don't know. I wanted to toss them. These are sweet, man. If you're in the right weather, yeah.
If you're in the right weather, yeah.
They're made in the Carhartt factory.
Oh, really?
But yeah, so I didn't say that. So these, so like this one's kind of like I don't know. I wanted to take like a classic Aaron Rodgers Green Bay, and then kind of just do like the little hit and hit here. So when I used to play, I used to wear a ski mask rolled up. You could barely see the eyes. It's whatever.
Just in case you need to get in trouble afterwards. Was J-Mac playing with you back then?
Yeah, or what? I mean, yeah, here and there. He was definitely on the
tracks.
sideline. Saved our ass a couple times. Yeah, dude. One time we were gonna get enough. Yeah, we were getting. I was like LAX or something. It was a late night San Diego game, and they were meeting us in the parking lot out of nowhere.
Good thing you had that ski mask.
Actually, I don't know if. Yeah, J-Mac saved our life there. We'll say that. He scared him off for sure, dude. But yeah, this hat, I thought it was cool. We in one of those events, right? One of the events we won on NTK, we were playing HK Army, and I think it was Scott Crescent shot me, and it was like to go into semifinals. Winner went and go play. I think we played X Factor, and he shot me in the head, 50 Dorito. He's freaking out, because he shot me, and I look at the ref. He says clean. I came out and I shot him. We win the game. We go to win. We win the finals. But after that game, the ball had went in the eye hole and it caught. So yeah, this is kind of like this whole I don't know. You can roll it and it's like a hidden hit.
Wait, so do those have eye holes in them?
No, they
That'd be
don't.
great.
But the hidden hit, it's the hidden hit. Okay?
I see. That wouldn't be a bad move. Is to make like a cool trendy beanie, your beanies that you can roll up. If you could pull them down over your face and have the eye holes in them.
Mm.
Like the ultimate, what do they call the ones? Skeevies or what's it called when the people the things with the masks on them, not balaclavas, but what do they call them now?
Oh,
it's like some sort of scheming or what's it called when?
Yeah.
It's like the thieves or what? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
What are they called now? Shiesty.
Shiesty.
The shiesties. That's them.
Okay. Yeah. Dude, I love them now.
I can't wear any of that stuff.
But yeah,
Where'd the name Clatter come from?
that kind of gives you dude, I have no idea. It hit me. I think it was a song or something hit me, and I heard that term, and it means two of the hardest opposing forces smashing into each other.
Oh, really?
So I thought that's just cool. Yeah. And that first poster I sent you is kind of a good explanation of us. Our logo, that C with the balls going around it. Actually, I got a sticker here.
Yeah.
I just loved how
yeah, that's cool.
In paintball, how you can be in the Snake 50 and just with your head down and still you're smiling to yourself, just embracing that chaos. And I don't know, that's kind of how the logo kind of stands for.
I'm into that. Yeah. That hat that you sent me, I don't know, a year or you gave it to me a year ago or so. That's still my favorite hat. The little white with the gray, like a athletic kind of little hat. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fits perfectly on my head.
Little 5-panel.
Yeah, the 5-panel. I'm a 5-panel hat guy. I was telling you, dad hat and 5-panel, because otherwise, my head's really small. So otherwise, my ears have to go. You have to tuck your ears under, and then I look like I'm an East County guy with motorcycles and stuff like that. I just can't do that. I just can't have that look.
Yeah.
Or you have the big brain head. Like I'm a superintendent or like the big dog janitor.
Train conductor.
Yeah, I just can't do that. It's just not my thing.
That's the look right there, now.
The rest on top.
Heavy train, yeah.
It's not though, because you got to have the young, what is it, that funny flowy hair that kind of flows feathers out the bottom. I just don't have that, so now I'm just I'm boss janitor. This is what it is, train conductor. You fit this demographic when you put these types of hats and these things on. That if it's not right, then it's not right.
Yeah. That's fair.
I need to have it on my head. I need to securely make sure that it's not going to blow off in the wind. I'm just going to secure all the gray hairs
hats in general. I design a lot of apparel and hats, man. Some of the events, people are very, they are very choosy about what kind of hat they wear, and color is a very big deal. Yeah, I hadn't really thought about it as much. I'm learning a ton doing this stuff.
What would you say?
Yeah. Oh, you guys were talking keep going.
No, you're up. Hit it.
No, I was just gonna add on to the looking inside when you move up. I always my favorite shot in paintball was if you're gonna run up to the god or anything off, to the center running straight, and when that corner, if a guy was breaking corner and he would look over the top outside of the corner, go edge out. I feel like that was just such a catcher's mitt. I loved shooting that shot. And the other thing, you're safe when you look inside, so no need to, and you could get away your position better. So take that easy shot first before you could lose those shots inside very quickly.
Exactly. Yeah. And then the other one is if you have a free move into the next spot and you can kind of see the tip of someone's pack in that snake one, don't take the shot yet. Go up into the next one. You might have a better shot on that. Again, I think that I was telling my guys too. I kind of want to just get everybody notepads and just so they can kind of like take notes going out there. So that's
Definitely.
that's not a bad move. Take notes, guys. Take notes. What would you say? Is there so? What's the piece of apparel I would say that you would say you're the most proud of designing?
Oh,
And two-part question: is there anything that that anybody would recognize that you'd be like, oh yeah, I made that that shirt for that team? Are you even allowed to disclose that?
I don't know if I should really.
Don't get fired on the show, by the way.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Let's just say what's your
Yeah, last year, Messi. I have a really cool picture of him wearing my stuff. Yes, last year.
That's it.
Oh, no way.
Playing Suarez. They're both wearing it. And then after they won the championship, like his aunt or somebody he really knew was come up and is bawling, is crying, and is hugging him, and they're wearing that another shirt I did. That was I feel like I could that was it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I mean,
that's really cool.
Yeah. It's part of the Kraken identity team coming up with that logo. That was really fun. Vegas, or more so the Vegas Knights, I would say so. That was those are hard, and that was really fun. Yeah.
So you had a hand in designing the Vegas Knights logo?
Yeah, in the beginning, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yep. All of it. The whole process was, yeah. I do some identity stuff too, like here and there. More coming up. The Texas Tech got a rebranding. I did a lot. I did some of that. The Pistol Pete guy, or Red Raider, they call him. And so. Tons, yeah. I love identity stuff, man.
That's cool. That's and so when you're looking for inspiration on designing stuff like that, like what do you do? Straight bill, as I think as Steve said. What do you do when you're kind of like, okay, I need to figure out stuff, and Kyle, maybe you too, like when you're figuring out the font and the colorway to go with that, because it blends in. Someone might be like, oh, don't you want it to stand out, or like when you're doing a rebranding for something like that, you kind of sketch out a couple of ideas, but when you're looking for that hit that's gonna like really make it be like the next cool thing. I don't know. It's hard to. I'm not an artist, so it's
kind of evolving. Yeah. Kyle, you go ahead. Where do you get your trends? I mean, your inspiration.
Well, I mean, I constantly am just like saving designs for inspiration I could go back and look at, kind of just like put it into an album. And sometimes I might not even see it for like, a year or two, and then I can go back to it. But I kind of keep everything together, and I'll go reflect on it if I'm, doing jersey designs or something. But a lot of it, I don't know, like whatever, even like the banner, like the show banners and stuff I've been doing. Like sometimes it's quick. A lot of times too, it'll take a long time because I want it to like aesthetically look good while making it as as minimal as it can be. So spending it like, I don't know, my design process is probably not the most efficient time wise, but I'm really paying attention to like how it's going to catch people's eye, or if their eyes, as you're looking at it, it flows well versus like looking at something that's like all over the place. You kind of like, just looks like a blur almost. So I pay attention a lot to that, and I'm constantly resizing, playing with font sizes, and just to see like aesthetically what seems best. I don't know.
For sure, man.
Do
you have a lot of screenshots on your phone?
Yeah,
I have like 10,000 screenshots.
My phone just the other day, there's 50,000 photos in my phone.
So every time I get on the airplane, I have to delete 20 photos. Mm-hmm. That's my thing. And then if I get bored with whatever I'm watching or doing, I go in there and I go through, and any duplicates, any screenshots that I've had for a long time. Like I'm constantly, I can't stand it. Little like extra numbers, and
they had it. I saw an app. I downloaded it for a little bit, but it's kind of glitchy, so I stopped using it. But it was like
duplicates.
Well, no, it was like it worked like a dating app, but it was your photos, and so you just swipe left if you didn't want to swipe right if you want to keep it.
I love that.
Good. I love me in this one right hard.
You're back
So,
already?
That's awesome.
How'd you do?
Good. I won.
Yeah,
You won?
You want to come sit here?
I mean, it was. I
I'd be
mean,
more excited.
We're still ripping right now.
We're almost
for
we're
just a
almost
second.
done.
Oh, Man City.
10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Man City. This is a gift from a friend of mine in England. He's the coach of Manchester Firm, and I guess there's City and then United, and all like the two of the biggest. I'm not even know why I'm telling you about sports stuff. But they hate they don't.
No, this is my jam.
Yeah, they hate each other.
Yeah.
You're like you can if you're family and if you don't. Yeah, it's like a thing. You gotta kneel down so you can see us.
You don't get a choice. You're born into it.
You're born into it.
Do you use
Yeah.
any like Fibonacci spiral? Have you looked into that too at all when you're doing any design work?
Mm-mm. What's that?
Oh boy.
Well,
That you say AI.
It's a longer
stuff up for
conversation.
you. I'm gonna.
Fibonacci spiral.
Okay.
You got to make everything
Okay.
fit exactly.
Oh, are you saying,
proportionally
like-
into the snail shape?
Oh, I get. Yeah. Like perfect triangle and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I think the triangle in general. No, I used to. I used to always look.
Well, you probably
first
now
started,
too
I
have an
remember
eye
having a
for it.
meeting.
Like, because
Yeah, I think
when
it
I do a lot of
happens, yeah.
designs afterwards, I'll throw them on there just to see kind of maybe like, or if like something looks really
Yeah, I think.
off, I'm like I throw it on there to try to see like what it is.
Oh, definitely, man. Yeah. In the beginning, I remember having I was a couple years in, and I had a meeting with a senior designer, and I was like dead set that there was like an equation, like what do you follow like that? There's not, but the triangle definitely. Anything I learned a lot from painting. Yeah. Color balance is it to get like the instant wow, like. People like to go, oh, wow, that's definitely color balance. Always seems to be the hitter there. Yeah. But I always I've always liked the second, like, I don't know, say kind of like, I love to follow a rule, 100, 30, 10. So 100 feet away, it's, it's a paintball shirt, 10, 30, oh, that's cool. But and then the 10, you see, oh, that's a something. So and if you look in all my designs, there's always going to be an extra little. If you look in that shirt, have you posted that shirt I sent you, Ryan?
Yeah, it was in there. I'll put it back up right now.
Oh, you're good, man. Yeah, just like the tank.
Is there hidden stuff in there?
Barrel. Oh, just little paintball stuff. I mean, just the tank and the
I'll make it big.
barrel and. Like I always love that the extra.
Yeah, the attention
story
to detail is
kind of
important,
in it.
right?
Yeah, I just love to complete the whole thing.
It's funny you even said though.
Yeah, a
about,
lot
like,
of stuff is gonna be like a lot of stuff I can't really. This is gonna be a Clatter for me. It's just have fun with it. What I can't do at work necessarily a lot of the times, and
You're saying work's not fun?
Yeah.
What?
Dude, my work is really fun.
No,
I'm
I'm joking. I'm messing with you.
I
Don't
cannot
get
complain.
You said the colors too on this, like that did take me a while because I moved these colors around 100 times, like trying to see what colors worked here.
Well, the shirt itself, I feel like hanging up, that's gonna bring you in, right?
Yeah, and so
The
I was like
camo, the
not
light
trying
and
to do
camo, and then
too much on it, like
do
even
too much on too much.
yeah, like the back I just kind of like made it subtle. Like there's still Tiger Wear logo here, but it kind of blends in with the shirt.
No, I love it, man. You guys have been doing really clean. What you're talking about, really nice, clean. Peel that onion back, nice and simple.
Yeah,
I love it. I think you guys have been doing really, really cool stuff.
thank you.
Yeah, no, it's been great. Like I said, going out and coming back in. A lot of stuff has changed. A lot of stuff hasn't changed. One of the things I noticed immediately was the women's paintball was getting huge. The league was new. That wasn't there. I thought that was so cool. So I definitely one of our first players we sponsored were Jen Folk and Danielle Rojas. We're announcing also Paige Vassar. We're gonna be sponsoring too. But yeah, like that had changed. But then there was a couple brands that I feel like just really, from like HORMESIS, HK's really done great. Just really cool stuff. I was impressed, more or less, when I came with all the designs and the work. laughed a lot of other stuff too, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, that's cool, man. It's actually it's nice to see like obviously somebody with your background coming in and being like, yeah, this like things look good. Like what you guys are doing is good and designs are great because again you have a lot of history in there. So it's nice breath of fresh air, you know.
Oh man, it's gone right in a lot of directions for sure. That 3-man was rough to watch, though. I'll tell you that. They need to. Yeah, there's.
I agree. I think that was pretty bad.
I know how to watch paintball, and I couldn't tell what was going on.
I know.
It's too
Me
fast,
too. I was watching on my phone, but yeah, that didn't help.
I have tons of ideas of how we can better film paintball. Where that should go.
Well, let's see how it goes on this Thursday night.
Yeah.
Sorry, a week from.
I'm worried about the bounces, dude. Honestly, are they scared of like the arena, like all the seats getting?
Dude, don't worry about it.
We asked Tom that last.
Nets are going to be a little higher. Also, you know, like, yes, bounces are a thing. There's a lot. You know, we kind of looked at that Dorito side. You know, hopefully the Dorito side is pointed infield instead of outfield, right? So the snake side will be as close to the. I don't know how the layout's going to go, but I think it's towards the back of the end zone. So we have this, you know, the end zone side. I don't think it's going to be dead center. I think it'll be kind of off to like as close as possible to one of the corners. So as long as the Doritos point infield, right? So not out towards the bleachers. 'Cause that's where you get all the bounces from.
Yeah.
Hitting Doritos and then flying up. That's why we're getting bombed on your thing is because that premier field was literally like that Dorito corner was facing your bunker, your booth. So like balls were just coming, just rocketing off.
Yeah.
So
well, then that picked up by the wind too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as it gets hotter, I mean, depends on the weather. If the balls are harder, and yeah. But I've just been thinking about that. It's like, is that place gonna just get? We'll see.
Don't worry about it. We've got hoses.
So
we've got concessions. We've got beer. We've got popcorn, hot dogs. We don't have knives, but we've got everything else. We're gonna be good. It's gonna be great. Did you get your ticket yet?
I haven't.
Get your ticket.
I need to do that.
Typically,
I have so much to.
Typically, I think it's
tell me about it.
It's more so like after the event. If we get to go back again, that's when you know if it was.
Yeah. I mean, the grass is gonna get nuked.
Let us know. Yeah.
The grass is gonna get nuked.
Yeah.
But they gotta like.
But they know that.
Yeah.
I mean, they asked us back for
grass?
that.
Oh yeah. I think so. Actually, I don't know. I don't want to say that.
They've got to know.
I'm pretty sure it's real
grass.
They've
seen what happened to the side yard.
It has to be real grass because if it were turf, we would destroy the turf because then the oil gets in there and then it's extra slippery. Yeah. So. Well, dude, cool. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. I was gonna say, do you have any more announcements about what you have cooking for this first event?
Oh man, we have pretty much a whole new line. We kind of haven't really released much. We did a big drop last year. Realized, and then kind of got busy and whatnot. But we have pretty much a whole new everything is coming out in Tampa. So very excited. Still have a shit ton to do. And getting in there. How many bags can you check?
Me, I can check 3 at 75 pounds a pop, but you, I don't know. You can technically check as many as you want, and then they're just going to keep charging you as you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
What airline?
Yeah. Southwest.
Southwest.
Oh,
I think it's 35.
They're hosing you right now. 35 what?
Yeah, that's their whole thing.
$35 a bag, I believe.
Yeah, but after like bag 3, they probably like 150.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you got some status, I think the first bag's free.
I've got no status.
Get the credit card right now.
That's scary.
Hey, so listen, I had to explain this to my mom. Get the credit card, and then you automatically get free bags. She was trying to tell me it was $135 to check her luggage. I go, it's not. That's not a thing. She goes, yes, it is. I'm like, okay, listen, I don't even have time. I don't have the bandwidth to argue with you right now. But just go sign up for the Southwest credit card right now, and then you automatically get one for free. It doesn't cost you anything. The credit card's free.
Yeah, no, I've got it. Yeah, I just know I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to bring more than 2. I think. Look out for me in the airport, guys. I'm gonna have a.
Wait, you have the credit card?
Get big ones. Get big bags.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I think you get bags free with that.
Back in the day when we used to have to mule stuff for HK. Back in the day, remember? They'd be like, "Hey, do you think you can bring a bag down to Australia?" And I'm like, "It's like the thing was this up to my shoulders. I don't even know.
remember that.
And it was like 70 pounds to the dot.
And it was
They would
like
weigh it.
it was like a big.
And it was like a big.
Yeah, it
just
had
like-
wheels on it, but like,
the wheels didn't work. The wheels are just like the thing was just floppy. It was like a limp
yeah,
duffel. It was like a gigantic
body bag,
duffel bag.
body
with wheels
bag
on the
with like
bottom.
these big wheels.
Yeah, the little rollerblade wheels on the bottom. Like, you guys, dude, come on. I'm like, don't worry, it's
definitely
exactly 70
transported
pounds.
body.
And don't tell
know about
Customs
it,
it's
but-
filled with products. Okay. I'm here for 3 days.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is my dead body in here. But yeah, man, I'm really excited, dude. And I appreciate what you're doing for this. I think that like all the little boutique pop-up brands is super cool. I think the poster thing is awesome. Now, I do want to preface this with I never had anything on my walls. I don't even think I had a poster on my wall. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'll have like pictures and stuff like that, but I think I still think they look really cool. Like I think that they're awesome.
yeah.
I think movie posters are badass. In general,
yeah.
I love looking at them. I'm never gonna hang them on my wall, but I really do looking at like looking at the details of them. One of these days, I'm gonna be graced with the opportunity to be able to like have be able to put something on a wall somewhere.
You could
Maybe.
use that room down there,
Oh, I'm not allowed to put anything in there either.
kids' room.
I think I can put. I think I'm
Poster?
allowed. I think I'm
Movie
allowed to
poster?
put. You know that little plastic shed that I have
Yeah,
down there. I think I'm allowed to put something.
you could
on the wall
probably
in there.
hang some stuff in here.
I don't know. I'm on a tight leash here. I'll tell you what, I am not in charge. But no, man, I think it's cool. Definitely need to get some. I'll definitely need to pick up a shirt when I get there, and then I'll have that. I'll rock that thing for sure, and then definitely keep it hanging up somewhere in here. I got a lot of stuff, but just not a lot of stuff, a lot of space.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Cool. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we're sponsoring you too. That's kind of a new one.
Yeah, I'm excited, dude. I'm gonna be
talking
repping
until
it.
day,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be rocking it. So thank you for adding me to the roster. Also, I talked to ABJ and
We're
he was asking if he could wear your stuff too. So I think you've been talking to him. Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I love him. He was our guy last year. Have you got a chance to use that playing shirt?
Yeah, I wear it every time. Actually, all the guys wear them. Elliot loves it. Yeah, you. So you sent me a couple of your Clatter playing shirts. So it's like a dry fit. I don't know if you want to explain it, but it's cool because it has like
Really
little,
nice tech tee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You're good.
No, I was
Keep
gonna
going.
say like I guess tech tee. It's very technical. So it's got like the seams on it are different than normal. So like there's no rub, and then it has this. I think I gave you one of those. It's got the kind of gel print right there on the sides, right here on the ribs. So it makes it so it doesn't ride up and the pack kind of sticks to you a little bit. You can check it. It's on clatterpaintball.com. You can check it out. What's it called? You just had it up there.
The
Affix.
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 Affix. I say affix. It's affix. Yeah.
Affix.
Affix.
Here we go. There's the.
I
There's
could
the
get
plug
one. I
right there.
got the hit me. I was thinking about playing shirts and what we could do, and I want to give one to Ryan Moorhead. That dude fixes his pack more than anybody I've ever seen.
Oh, he actually
he
could
is always
use this
it.
shirt. I just saw a YouTube
I know.
video
Listen,
of
I'm
him, and
just
his
gonna let you
pants
in.
look like they could be held up. A little bit
Ryan
better.
Moorhead only wears 3 articles of clothing, and that is if you're counting shoes as an article of clothing. So you can figure out what the other
so
2 are,
awesome.
and then what he does not wear. So
It was
Yeah.
like on
playing
YouTube.
paintball, yeah. What was he? Where was he
I
pulling
was
those
on-
things out?
I was on
Dig a
YouTube
little
and
deeper,
I was like,
gold.
oh, Lux Air, like maybe it's only 2 minutes. Let me watch, see how this new gun shoots, and then I was like, this is interesting
digging
video
for
to
gold.
put on Lux YouTube.
Yeah. So what I'm getting at is I don't think he wears an undershirt. I think he just wears it's shirt, pants, shoes, no socks, no chonies, no pads, no undershirt.
I learned that last event when I met him. No pads.
He did sometimes. I think sometimes he just wraps his hair around his forehead and that acts as a headband. You know, if he's fresh out of Stars and Stripes bandanas.
Man, those poor knees. Those God.
Yeah, man,
be-
he's doing it, dude. He's doing it.
That's awesome.
It's
But
brilliant.
yeah, watching him fix his pack, I was like, that's it. That's what we need to do, man. And then seeing it like when you dive and it rides up, you know,
Yeah.
I don't have many big hips, I think is what it is. So my pack would always.
Gotta tighten
I think
that
it
belt,
was,
man.
so-
Tighten that belt, boys. Tighten that belt and don't skip dinner.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Really
Yeah,
nice.
thank you, dude. I
Nice to
really
meet you,
appreciate
Kyle.
it, dude.
Yeah.
I can't thank you enough for all the stuff that you do and what you got going on and stuff. I think it's really cool. So keep.
Yeah,
keep
likewise, man. Both you guys.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you guys have done a lot for the sport. Yep. Thank you guys.
Awesome.
See you guys in Tampa.
All right.
see you soon.
Good luck getting the bags there.
Adios.
Take a video.
What'd you-
Document the trip on the bags.
All right.
Yeah, that's for everyone that was like, "Are you bringing all the new stuff to Tampa?" I will not be because of that problem.
You can bring some stuff.
I am. I'm gonna bring headbands, beanies, the neck sleeves, and gloves.
These things. You gotta have some of these.
What
10
like
of these.
like
10. 5. Somebody.
Five.
Would you guys want to? Yeah.
5? Yeah, people will buy it, but like I don't want to bring like just a couple miscellaneous shirt sizes. It's a schlep.
It is a schlep. There's only a couple.
We're gonna sell it.
Hey, am I going purple gun or clear to blue fade? And if you guys actually want to even make
I
it
didn't
easier,
even see the purple one really, but
if you guys even want to, if it actually looks pretty cool.
no, wait, I can just rewind this.
No, I got it right here. If you guys want to make the decision easier for me, and you're like, hey, I want to buy that gun, hit me up by tomorrow. I mean, it actually,
Oh, I think you should use that.
this actually doesn't look bad on it. It's pretty sick. This is cool looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Change up your swag a little
Change
bit.
it up a little bit. If you guys are looking for a purple people eater, hit me up because by tomorrow I got you. I'll discount that one for you or the blue one. Those are one of ones courtesy of Ruckus Anodizing. All right, guys, we got a jam. I've got some winners. Taylor Munoz, Mr. Kev 2.0 winning again. Kristen Hederich, Pat Comstock, Joe Matlock, and Sergio are all winners. Spun the wheel here on the left while we were talking, and congratulations to you guys. Don't forget that the boat squad, as soon as we get home from the event, we're going to each, you gotta make sure you sell all your stuff, whatever you have, because you need to have space to bring a bunker home. Oh yeah. We're gonna have a
forgot about
Spick and Span bunker, 2 of them. We're gonna give one of them away to the boat squad.
Could also ship it.
No, let's put them in a bag.
All right.
Yeah. Wrap it up. Maybe just put some tape around it. I get 3 bags. Guys, we're going to have the bunkers here. It's going to be set up in the backyard. We're going to show you. We might even blow it up right here. We can just move the table back here. That's what we're going to do. I'm really excited about this. Everybody, thank you all a ton for your support. Hope you guys learned something. And we're going to see you guys on Tuesday of next week. We'll be shooting live on scene from the location. And then we'll be doing
From the location.
Yeah, from like Tampa's the location.
Oh.
Yeah, the pinpoint won't be directly dead center, but you know, maybe we can get into the venue early. Maybe we shoot the venue from the venue. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be great.
we got a lot of stuff going on here. So yeah. Anyway, awesome.
Later.
Later.
Oh, yeah, we could use the bunker as a couch.
I feel like it would be like one of us moves and the other one. It's like,
Well, we had tape it so we have it back.
oh, like one of like when you're in high school or like college and you get
Yes.
one of those.
Yeah, I think like
Brilliant.
is that Wayne's World? They probably had.
Brilliant. We need to get one for AJ too, so that he can
That. Oh, yeah,
play with
what
it.
eight? Yeah.
That we can play with it.
Well,